Hello, I'm Bretton, one of our MCAT tutors here at Inspira Advantage, where we help students get to med school and other professional programs. Hello again, future medical professionals. Today we will be discussing key demographic concepts and social changes that are so important for the MCAT on that psych-soc section. We'll be covering demographics, fertility rate, birth and mortality rates, migration, ethnic migrants, demographic transition, social movements, globalization, and urbanization. So let's dive on in and start getting these concepts down. Beginning with demographics. What are they anyway? Well, they're the statistics of populations, including age, gender, race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, and immigration status. Understanding demographics is crucial for healthcare professionals to provide appropriate care and address the diverse needs of patients. Speaking of demographic data, one such thing you might write down are fertility rates. These refer to the average number of children born to a woman during her lifetime in a population. A higher fertility rate means there is a growing population, while a lower rate suggests a declining population or an aging society. So let's actually do some little pictures to see what this means. So if we have one woman and she has 3 kids, and another woman in this population has 1 kid, we add up these 2 women. So we put 2 on the bottom for the total amount of women, and the total amount of kids they have, 3 plus 1, that's 4. So 4 halves is the same as 2. So in this population, we would say that the fertility rate is 2. And you might think, well, this is perfect, right? This is going to be in perfect balance. But some of these kids are going to die before they reproduce. So even if there is a fertility rate of exactly 2, the population is still going to decline over time. So if you don't want the population to decline, usually the replacement is around 2.1, but depends on the country and the population. Now, similar but different to fertility rate are birth and mortality rates. These birth and mortality rates are usually measured as the number of births or deaths per 1,000 people per year. These rates can help identify trends in population growth or decline, which can impact healthcare demands and resources. Next up, I want to talk about migration with you. So, migration itself is the movement of people from one location to another. This can occur for various reasons, such as seeking better job opportunities, escaping conflict, or joining family members. 3 very different reasons for moving. Migration can impact the diversity and demographics of a population, influencing healthcare needs. A person who's migrating might be an ethnic migrant. Ethnic migrants are members of ethnic groups who emigrate to more industrialized countries. They tend to have lower fertility and mortality rates compared to the industrialized nation's population. This can be due to factors such as better access to healthcare and education. So in this example, we have people from South America moving to Ohio in the United States. All of this talk of movement makes me want to talk about the demographic transition model, or just demographic transitions to start with. The demographic transition model represents drops in birth and death rates as a result of industrialization. This model can help explain population growth and changes over time. Basically, what it says is if you are in a non-developed or developing country, you are likely to have a higher birth rate and higher death rate compared to a industrialized nation. In an industrialized nation, oftentimes the birth rate is falling below replacement rate, so populations are declining. Well, what are you going to do about that? Maybe a social movement. Social movements are organized efforts to either promote proactive or resist reactive social change. Examples include the civil rights movement, environmental activism, and women's rights movements. These movements can influence societal values, norms, and policies, impacting various aspects of people's lives, including healthcare. All these pictures of a map makes me want to talk about globalization, which is the process of integrating a global economy with free trade and tapping foreign labor markets. This phenomenon can lead to the spread of ideas, goods, and services, as well as increased access to healthcare and advancements in medical technology. And finally, we have urbanization. This is the process of dense areas of population creating a pull for migration. As populations become more urbanized, healthcare needs may shift, with increased demand for services related to urban living, such as mental health care and treatment for pollution-related illnesses. So in this example, we have people coming from the boonies in Ohio into the capital city. Understanding demographics and societal change is really important as a future doctor because these factors can significantly impact the healthcare landscape. By being aware of these concepts, you can better tailor your approach to the diverse needs of your future patients and adapt to the ever-changing healthcare environment. But That's kind of down the road. What's important for you now is that this will help you absolutely crush the Psych/Soc section. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time.